over in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. Never catch another case, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers it's bedtime. They got some time, they like it better with time.
Just about 8 miles inland from the warm waters of the Atlantic, we are inside Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Miami Dolphins. On the visiting sideline, there is the Vikings head coach. He's got his defense playing well. They enter this one coming off the shutout in the win a week ago. Across the way, the head coach of the Dolphins. His guys on the other end of the spectrum. They're 0-2 to begin this year. Mike Tirico alongside Greg Oates, and glad you're with us. Austin Seibert will be the one to get the proceedings underway. It'll be a hot one, and off we go from Hard Rock Stadium. Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. They are led by the man who led Michigan to the national championship in 2023, quarterback J.J. McCarthy.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. He can continue to play that style of ball. It's going to be a tough group to match up.
Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. A couple of big plays to start this drive. How about 17 on this one? 1st and 10. Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll get forward for a couple. It's sitting down. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. From the 41, here's 2nd and 8. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. He's going to pick up the first down and more. And he will finally be taken down inside the 10-yard line. A big play for Minnesota. 31 yards. Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. He pulls it in around the 5. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route. And then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in,
and he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line. That is Cater Tohu up from the secondary. He gets in to record the sack.
What once looked like a promising drive has suddenly hit a little bit of a roadblock here, Mike. They're in scoring position, yes. But now on 3rd and goal, following that 2nd down sack, this defense has a shot to come away, only giving up 3. They pick up a nice chunk play there through the air on third down, but it's not quite enough to move the chains. Now the question is, how aggressive is this head coach willing to be as he tries to extend this drive?
Reichard's kick is good, and the Vikings will take a 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
The Miami offense will make their way onto the field, led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa.
We both could get the sense from talking to him this week leading up to today's game, like just the amount of pressure he felt that was on his shoulders. And frankly, in the entire locker room, they need to get their first win. When you study NFL history, starting a season 0-3, not many teams have ever made the playoffs in the Super Bowl era, only 6. So if they want to get a chance to find themselves in the playoff hunt, if they just want to get their season on track, a win today is going to go a long way.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 2. And in motion is Brown. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. We'll get this into the hands of Devon Achane. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Viking to tend to. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. They'll run here. This is Devon Achane. They're going to work this down inside the 45. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. 1st down, Miami.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
They'll stay on the ground with Achane. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, here's Tua. Oh, a loose football. And the Vikings have the takeaway. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery.
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it, and that is a big takeaway here by this defense.
That's it. No gain on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. He connects with Jordan Addison. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. going to be third. They need one.
And it's third down.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. They'll bring him down right at the 35, but that is good enough. They pick up the first down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Looking to run as the man from OK State, Ollie Gordon. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 7. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. Through the middle of the field. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down. Here's a run, and he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot, and now I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. That is incomplete.
3rd and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come 3rd down. And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
Taken down back at the 18-yard line.
We are through 1. 6-0 is our score. And we're back to South Florida after this. The Dolphins in possession of the football. We begin the 2nd quarter, and they are facing a 2nd and long.
Ready.
Fake the handoff. Now to it. Over the middle. It's taken in by Waddle. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. Tua and his old Bama teammate Waddle for the Dolphins first down.
At the 38-yard line.
Ready.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Now out wide to Achane. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
1-yard gain.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
In motion, it's Waddle. Tua, give it to Achan. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down.
Mace on the tackle. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He's got the hook up there to Waddle. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line.
That's good.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 9.
Good.
Once again, it's Achan. And you will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
Pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
A shotgun snap for Tua. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez.
I think when he goes back and watches this film, that's certainly going to be a ball he wishes he could get back. He puts a little too much air on it, and they're able to make a play, and they get themselves off the field.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. 16 yards on the game, and a quick 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Now a run on 1st down. And he shows off his strong legs running through 1 tackle. Give him a gain of 8.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and a yard.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 70 Bison.
To throw is McCarthy. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On 3rd and a yard, it's McCarthy. This one is caught by Addison.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
And great coverage on special teams to mark it down. Inside the 5-yard line. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Ready.
On the ground to start the drive, it's Achan. Oh, gotta be careful here. Looks like it's just going to avoid the safety, but not by much. Mike Tomlin wants the officials to get another look at it, so out comes the challenge flag.
Previous play is under review.
What they're looking at here is the spot of the football. Always tricky to get this exactly right, but only takes a few inches to make a big impact. So slow this down, find a landmark on the field, and determine where the spot should be.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. On second down, H.O. And nothing doing there. Might get it out to the 2, but that's all.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
On third down, they'll go with H.O. And they'll get maybe a yard out of that. Not nearly enough. It'll be fourth down. Punt team headed out for the Dolphins.
It's fourth down.
Back deep, it's Ricky Pearsall. This is fielded well short of midfield. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down.
At the 43.
The Vikings offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense will need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. Look at play action here with McCarthy. This pass, right side, going to be caught by Addison. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry here. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, you're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
Second and 7.
Let's go. Cowboy 80.
To throw, it's McCarthy. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's first and goal coming up.
Tag. Viking 18.
Now give on the ground. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. Now McCarthy. That's holding at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Minnesota. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. That a big score, Greg. They continue to get points, but after not getting touchdowns, this has to feel really good to this offense.
It really does, and I think anytime you can build on your confidence that now you know the rest of this game, you can finish these good drives. Coming away with 2 field goals, those are wins for the defense. So now a win for the offensive side of the ball, and got to see now if you can keep this rolling throughout the rest of this game.
13. Dolphins nothing. Will Riker the kickoff for the Vikings.
Riker out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. This taken at the 5. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready to take over possession of the football. So we've seen from the start of the season the change in the kickoff rule, the ball coming out to the 35 instead of the 30. Greg, as you talk to folks around the league, there's been a little bit of a change philosophically in how to approach even when you kick a field goal in the NFL.
Yeah, and I think so much of the initial conversation is how does the kickoff team handle it? Do you pooch it? Do you kick it out the back of the end zone? And I think there's going to be a wide array of approach. But maybe the part that doesn't get talked about enough, Mike, is how the new kickoff rule actually changes how you play the game offensively. So think if you have the ball.
He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
3rd and long. Here's Tua. And that is incomplete. To stop it here, we have an injured Viking to tend to. On comes the punter now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Vikings offense and J.J. McCarthy getting set for their next possession. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. She'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10.
On 1st down, here's McCarthy. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's close to another 1st down. He's brought down just shy of the marker. 2nd and inches.
At the 35-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. He'll air it out down the middle. That one knocked away. In the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. To the air once more is McCarthy. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. Now his timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. McCarthy gonna look to throw again. That's gonna wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. So they send in Will Reichert for this field goal try. This one from 39 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. So halftime straight ahead as we go up to Scott Hansen and apparently we'll forget about that for the moment and turn our attention to quarter number 3. Let's go. Third quarter set to commence, and we're back underway here on EA Sports. He fields it at the 8. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Dolphins offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. Down a couple of scores now, 16-0, as they want to get going here. Drive starts first and 10.
Get set.
Well run with H.N. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive. Typically results in success later in the drive.
Here's a give to H.N. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. He's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
On the handoff, this is H.N. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Dolphins first down.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks, so don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
On first down, here's Tungo Vailoa to throw. Short pass taken in by Knox. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down. A run out of the gun with H.N. The elusiveness on display there. Nifty footwork setting up first and goal.
That's another Dolphins first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They bring their tight end right. Here's H.N. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
The second down throw is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. Now, Tungo Vailoa on third and goal. that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Well, after being shut out in the first half, it has to feel good for this offense, Mike, to just get on the board, get something going. But now the question we have to ask is there enough time to come all the way back?
Yeah, just some belief, right, Greg? Just let's watch these guys on the next few drives. Did that give them a little belief that they can stay in this game? Best way to start with that score. Now, here's the Dolphins and Tua going for two.
The Dolphins are lining up for a two-point.
Now they'll set up to throw. And he will get in for the two. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
Dolphins 8.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Vikings offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a two-score game on this drive. First down and 10. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. Out to his right. He's going to run it. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Now a handoff, running right. Up the sideline, past midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. 2 nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
Here's Jefferson. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
19, Tiger, 19.
On second down, here's McCarthy. He'll go right back to Jefferson. They connect again. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough. And now a much more advantageous spot. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard.
Cowboy 80.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. He'll be brought down at the 37, but that is good enough for a first down. Now after the play, he'll stop it. We have an injured Dolphin. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment.
On the jump.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Check. 18, Cardinal, 18.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage. But when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here's McCarthy. Rolling right. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
And so far throughout the course of the game, I think the secondary's actually done a really nice job of taking him away. I mean, he's clearly one of their best players, one of the top players in the league. They're going to continue to find ways to target him. So defensively, it doesn't matter if he has 0 catches or 10. He is always going to be a focal point of this offense.
To the air on third down is McCarthy. To the middle of the field, taken in by Addison.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. The middle they go. The hold closes quickly. They'll pick up about 3.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 6. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Body his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop. This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field, but they've been highly efficient, and now they get another 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's close to another 1st down. He's brought down just shy of the marker. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Handoff here, up the middle. He slams it in there, and he is in. Touchdown, Vikings. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Dolphins offense and Hollywood Brown ready for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. That's caught on the right side by Waddle. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a 1st down. In motion, it's Waddle. On 1st and 10, here's Tua. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Tua gonna hold on to this. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession. Third, they need 8. Man in motion is Brown. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? So now, after the penalty, a much more manageable 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Tua. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 7.
At the Vikings 44-yard line.
Here's 2. Quick throw, taken in. A big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field. And that's in an area where usually this play gets erased. A pistol set with Tagovailoa. That went out wide to Achane. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Again, it's Tua. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Punt team comes out. Dolphins going to kick it away. This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. And they are really playing well here to start September, aren't they? On their way to 3-0 as they look to finish this one off. Drive will start on the ground. He's to the 25. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
They'll go play action here with McCarthy. That's caught downfield by Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. A big play for Minnesota. 39 yards.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Back to 60.
To the ground, the 1st down run. Modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go. set. 70.
Play action now. It's McCarthy. He'll let this go towards the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Jordan Addison. Touchdown, Minnesota. It's his third touchdown catch this year. And another score puts them in great shape here in the fourth quarter. Greg, looks like they are on their way to 3 games and 3 wins.
And they say the only thing better than being 2-0, Mike, is being 3-0. And barring something unforeseen here down the stretch, they're going to get their 3rd straight victory to start this season. Can't ask for a much better start. This is going to give them a real good opportunity late in the season to find themselves in pretty good position.
Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Play action. Tagovailoa. That's caught downfield by Waddle. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's now 2nd and 6 at their 48-yard line.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. This one caught outside by Knox. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up the first down after a gain of 7.
First down. Go ahead. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Tua, give it to Achane, and he'll catch nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
That's another Dolphins.
In motion, it's Waddle.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now first down throw for Tua. That's taken in by Achane. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
That's another Dolphins. First down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Tua now on first down. Off balance throw. It's complete. And he's in. Dawson Knox. Touchdown, Miami. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Here's a handoff out of the gun, and they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
19 Lions. Here we go. Here we go. Buffalo 18.
From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. Open receiver, the former Gator, it's Ricky Pearsall. Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
At the 29-yard line.
Ready? COVID-19.
Now give up the middle. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the first down inside the 25.
First down.
The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Ready? Let's go.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll find some way to turn this into positive yards, struggling forward for a pickup of about 2.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
That one is caught beyond the pylon. Touchdown, Vikings.
Minnesota.
And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. Riker good with the extra point. The Vikings will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Riker out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready to take over once more. They'll start it here with a first and 10.
Ready?
From the gun, here's Tua. He'll step up and run. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Now it's 2nd and 1. Now whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Defense.
So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10.
Yeah, ready.
Here's Tungo Vailoa. Left side, it's caught by Brown. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46.
Now it's Tua. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Dolphins.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. 2nd and 11. To a knee goes McCarthy. That should about wrap this one up. So it is a win for our visitors, the Vikings. They continue their winning ways in the month of September. They're off to a